Hi, in this section I will discuss query operators. So in previous sections we've covered executing commands by passing arguments to them and querying commands to get their values. In this section we will discuss query operators. Now what are query operators? Well, let's go to the SDK. So when you go to the main page of the SDK, that is sdk.logshality.com, you have in general command system, and then underneath here, working with commands, you have query operators. So this is the section that we will cover. So over here the syntax is being discussed, and the example is setting the attribute of the cube primitive and setting its x segments to +4. So let's first try this, and I'm going to highlight it, Ctrl+C to copy, go into Modo, and going to paste it in the command history, Ctrl+V to paste. And now when I will execute this, I will get an error. You see? Okay, and this is because the cube primitive tool is not active. In order for the tool attribute to work, you have to activate the cube tool, so I will do so now. And you see over now the previous settings are segments x have been set to 5. When I execute now, it should say +4, so that equals 9. So I executed it, and you see segment x now is 9. So when is this useful? Well, when you write a script or a plugin, you could read the queried value, modify it, and execute commands with the new value. But often all you want to do is increment the value or set it to its minimum or maximum value. And then it's kind of silly to create an entire script every time you want to do such a simple operation. And then you can do that right here in the command history. A word about the syntax of query operators. So when you go to the wiki, then it says syntax, and it is very similar to a normal query where you add a question mark, but now you also are going to add the operator and the value. I am not going to cover the rest of this wiki page. If you need to, you can read about it. I just wanted to show it to you. You have several math operators, of course. You can add and subtract values like that. You can scale values. You have step operators. You have stepping values and coarse and fine steps. You can set it to minimum and maximum. You have Boolean arguments. You have integer list arguments and text hint arguments. And an overview, a table that gives you an overview of all the different queries you can make. So I suggest you go over it when the need arises. Usually you are not going to use that in the command history, since it's much easier to adjust the settings in the interface of the primitive tool. So if the need arises to add something like that to your script, you know that there is such a thing like query operators. Bye for now. So when you are creating a script and the need arises to use query operators, then you know about them. Bye for now.